So one of the reading challenges that I do every year is the 12 for 12 reading 12 for 12 by 12 reading challenge, I think it's called. But essentially it's the one where you get 12 friends to recommend you a book and then you read them one a month for the next year so that I don't have to choose. I'm doing a spinner wheel each month to choose for me. And yeah, so January the wheel spun and it chose me The 10th Kingdom by Catherine Wesley. I'll get more into what these are about as each month comes, but I'm just doing the intros now. I'm just doing the intro now just in case I forget to do it later, like when January actually starts. Anywho, I'll catch you in January when I start this specific reading challenge. Okay, so I have finished my first in the 12 for 12 reading challenge that I'm doing. I read The 10th Kingdom by Catherine Wesley. This book was just so much fun. It is 100% of 5 stars. I don't really know what to tell you about it without going into spoiler, but it's about this girl, Virginia, and she falls through a mirror and ends up in a fairy tale world. And yeah, and then she has to help this prince take down his stepmother and get the throne back. Yeah, that's basically what I can tell you about this without actually going into spoilers. But this book was just so much fun. And yeah, it's 100% a 5 star. And I will see you in February with the next one. Okay, so I'm just going to play a game of how much of this clip can I record before the camera battery dies. Essentially, for the February of 12 books for 12 books by 12 friends in 12 months, I did Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. Now, I have read one other Abby Jimenez before, which was Part of Your World. I gave that a 4 star. It was very well done and quite funny, but yeah, there was just something about it that didn't quite hit a 5 star for me. Just for the Summer, I thought was going to sit at a 4, but the fact that the way that where Abby Jimenez took the ending of that book, it did run it up to a 5 because it did make me cry, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. And yeah, so Just for the Summer is about these two people, Emma and Justin, and they believe that they have this curse on them where after the person dates them and they break up, the next person they meet is their soulmate. So they decide to essentially start a relationship, date for a bit, in the hopes to break up and then find their soulmate. So they're hoping to break each other's curse by dating each other. And yeah, just how Abby Jimenez handled the mental health stuff and the whole adoption and abandonment side of things was just very well done. I will be buying a physical copy. I don't have a physical copy yet, but I will go and buy one. But yeah, essentially, just the relationships in this book, they're all really well done. Like the relationship between Emma and Justin, that was phenomenal. The relationship that Justin has with his siblings was really cute, and just the big brother feels that he has with his younger siblings. And then you've got Emma, where aside from Justin, the other relationship she has is with her foster sister Maddie, who just tries to do everything for her and just loves her so much. And I loved their friendship so much. And yeah, just the way that everything was done, it was very good. And yeah, so I'm giving this book 5 stars. I will be picking it up, a physical copy. I also need to get a physical copy of Party World, but that's another conversation. But yeah, that was my update before the battery dies on this camera. But I will see you back in March. Bye. Hi. So I have finished The Last Word by Taylor Adams, which was my March pick for 12 for 12, whatever this challenge is called. Overall, I have mixed feelings about this book. I did think that I did think that the premise was good. I was really enjoying it, but just the way that it ended, it seemed like it ended like 3 different times. And I just feel like it took too long to end. And it just dragged on. And I know that that's probably just a personal thing. But yeah, I don't really like that in thrillers. I kind of like, I know what the ending is. And yeah, it just felt like it went on for too long before it actually ended. Just to like build up more suspense. But yeah, anyway, I should probably tell you what it's about, shouldn't I? This is about this woman, Emma, and she puts a negative review of a book on the internet, and then she gets hunted down by the author of said book, who tries to kill her. Basically, this is a story of her trying to survive that. And yeah. Yeah. Another reason I'm giving this a negative, like a more down vote is because I jokingly guessed the ending like halfway through, and I guessed it as a joke. The fact that I was actually correct kind of just brought it down, because it wasn't a surprise, because even though I was joking, I still guessed the twist. But overall, this is 3 stars. Maybe I rounded up to 3.5, but it's definitely not any higher than that. And I'll see you in April for the next book for this challenge. Bye! Okay, so I have finished Battle Royale, which was my April 12 for 12 pick. I wasn't the biggest fan of this book. I actually thought that it was unnecessarily long. That is the first thing. But I also thought that it was quite boring. I was listening to it while I was playing video games and doing other stuff. But yeah, I just thought it was really boring, and I couldn't really get into it. So about halfway through, I just skipped to like the last couple of chapters to see if it ended in a fun way. It didn't. Yeah, so I've got an unpopular opinion here, but I'm only giving this book like a 3. Because yeah, it wasn't very memorable. I didn't like it. But that's it for this, like, the first quarter, the first 4 months of the year. So right now I'm on track to get them all finished. That's why I'm filming them. Because if I film them, then I have to be held accountable. But yeah, so that's it for this round. And I will see you guys in May. Or at least for this challenge in May. But I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye!